Hello, Aquarius darlings. This is Marie Elizabeth with Sacred Love Tarot, and this is your February 2025. I keep wanting to say January 2024, but February 2025 um, collective monthly reading. So here we go. We are using the energy oracle to see what the overall energy of the month is for February. So we have the Magician in the mirror, we have patience, and we have whoa, you know what? Scorpio. Scorpio had these same three cards. Now, since Scorpio, I've done Sagittarius and I've done Capricorn. So those cards have been shuffled pretty good. So if you have Scorpio in your chart, this is for you. Now, they were placed differently. Family was here, Patience was here, Magician in the Mirror was here. But I think that Scorpio had this um these three cards in their reading for the month of February. Interesting. So let us see. This is feeling really off to me. There we go. Let me look at it. All right. So you have a dream, right? A dream of how you want things to be, Aquarius. And the magician in the mirror is kind of like the magician in the traditional tarot, finding the tools, the capability, finding the connection to spirit and source, the balance and the stability, being open, filled with gratitude and love and hope, um, on in regards to how you want things to be or how you feel your home life or family life should be. This manifestational process is going to take patience because I kind of feel that you may be coming from a place and a space of, okay, so this is my last ditch effort to create what I'm desiring to create. It almost feels like there's this continuation of work on self, work on self, work on self, work on self. And the moment you heal something, something else comes up. And it almost feels as if there is no end to all the shit we have to heal within ourselves in order to create and manifest what we desire to create and manifest, and how we want all of that to benefit our family, how we're doing what we're doing, the work on ourselves and everything that is to create this sustainable, peaceful, happy, monumental life for ourselves and our family, but we never seem um, to get close enough to doing it. And it's almost like a rush. Like I only have so much time left. I have to rush into this. And the reason why it's not working out is because there's this continuation of rushing it. There has to be patience. You have to give yourself time. And it's interesting that we talk about time because when we're down here, that's all we ever talk about is time. But spirit up there, source up there, where all around, there is no indication of that time. So when we talk about, I don't have much time left, I want to offer this, and this, spirit was like, well, you have all from where we are, you have all the time in the world because we don't really consider time as we here on earth and in this human form consider time. So it feels like there's this rush to move, to move mountains, bring to um, to bring the stability and balance to your family. I love the rainbow because the rainbow signifies every area of the chakra. The orange, well, let's start at the bottom. The red, the orange, the yellow, the green, the blue, the purple. So the light purple, the dark purple. So we have the Three of Cups energy. We so very much want this to be a celebratory moment. We so very much want this to be a moment of gathering and celebration and happiness and speaking the truth or talking about how we feel and being open to that and following our intuition. And we want everything and everyone involved. We can see the fish are involved, the butterflies are involved, the cats are involved, the moon is full, the stars are twinkling. We so very much want to have this divine feminine gathering of who we are, who we were, and who we desire to be. But with that Nine of Wands energy, as I said before I even drew the cards, it almost seems like there's this rush. right? And this Nine of Wands energy, it almost seems like there's a battle, right? There's a battle of trying to create, trying to manifest. There's a battle of trying to heal. There's a battle of trying to release and let go. There's this battle. And Wands energy are about passion and independence and courage and strength and forward movement and growth. But look at her. She's battle worn. I mean, she's tore up from the floor up. So there's this energy within her that has this ambition and this power and this drive to heal and to move forward. But we just can't get over the things that have been done. We can't get past it. It's kind of like fighting and struggling to forget about things that have happened in your past in order to heal, but not technically healing from them. Forgetting about them and trying to move past them isn't the same as finding healing from them, so those things that have hindered you are not a regurgitation of what will hinder you. Does that make sense? So the Four of Swords and the Ten of Swords. So the Ten of Swords is transitioning. Tens are always ten. Tens are always a transition. So the transitioning from the Ten of Swords into the Four of Swords, it's almost like you know that what I just said. You know that there has to be healing before we can we can move forward, right? This is what we want, but this is where we are. Where we are is a struggle. It's not a celebration. It's a struggle. And we're struggling to move past something. But when we finally move past it, we recognize it, that moving past it isn't enough. Saying I'm over it isn't enough. There really has to be some deep-seated um, healing. There really has to be some true acknowledgement of being of healing the energy that that particular whatever that particular thing did to you, right? If it's abandonment, there has to be some really deep-seated retrospection there, or healing there. The Four of Swords is really taking the time to evaluate why she feels that this has to be a struggle, or why it has been a struggle. She's taking the time to evaluate that. She's taking the time to, when she recognizes and understands that it's not enough just to say, okay, I forget about it. Not, because it'll always come around. She's taking the time to evaluate it, to really think about what she needs to do to heal from this and not allow it to be the struggle that it is. The struggle that it is. I mean, look at that. So we have the Wheel of Fortune, another 10. And the Wheel of Fortune is like, we have all of these great things for you. We have this time of transition and transformation, of ascension for you to a new level, one door closed and another door open. There's all these wonderful things that we desire to give you, but you're stuck here in whatever happened to you in the past. And you're in this mind space that if I don't think about it, and if I don't think about it, and if I don't give it any energy, and if I don't give it any time, then it will go away. It won't go away. You have to heal from it. And if that's the if I don't think about it and it will go away is the logic, then how come every time you step into insecurity, it comes out and it causes you to backtrack or to backstep? It's like, I took all of these steps forward and here this little shit comes again. And now I'm all the way back here and have to repeat whatever this is. So again, it is not enough to say, let's just forget about it. It's not enough to say I'm over it. It's not enough to say I'm good. I have things from my childhood that I'm still working on, that I have yet to heal from, because every time I say, okay, I'm done with that, I'm over that, I'll let that go. Anytime something happens that reminds me of that thing, it's back again. Old tapes start playing, memories start flashing, things start happening, and I'm back to trying to deal with creating and manifesting something of substance while trying to push through whatever this was, whatever that memory, that thought. So there has to be some deep, 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 deep healing here. And there you go. Here's the quickness of it. Look how fast we're going, which is not good. So the Five of Cups going, this is where I should be. I should be in this place of happiness and peace and intuition and celebrating my life and all that there is in my life, celebrating my family and celebrating the magic within me and celebrating my friends and celebrating everything that there is. But I'm stuck here in this rut trying to move past all of these things that have happened to me in my past, and I'm fighting a good fight to try to do that, but I can't seem to get over that hump. And somewhere in the back of your mind, something says, just fuck it, throw your hands up in the air and just go. And that never works out. The Knight of Swords going forward like that, fuck it, that never works out. Look at the sword pointed in front, has no. The energy of this Knight of Swords is one of drama. It's completely drama. Going out, balls to the wall, sword in front, thinking that that is going to be the way. If the Nine of Wands wasn't the way to fix it, the Knight of Swords most certainly isn't the way to fix it, Sugar Plum. So how do we fix it? How do we heal from something that seems unhealable? How do we heal from the heartache and the pain? How do we heal from that sudden death? How do we heal from that person walking away from us? How do we heal from that abandonment? How do we heal from the physical abuse, the mental, the emotional, the spiritual? How do we heal from again being abandoned, being dropped off, cast away, thrown out? How do we heal from all of that? Up above it says patience. It says using your divine magic, the magic that is within yourself to heal, and having the patience to do so. And then we have the hermit. Of course, we have the hermit. Um, oh yeah, they. So the hermit is going within and following that divine guidance. The divine guidance. So we have all the answers that we need within ourselves. This is the thing. I'm going to tell you the thing. We have all the answers to our wants, needs, dreams, desires within ourselves. We have the answers on how to heal ourselves. But what has happened to us is bigger than the answers that we're looking for. So we allow that to be the big voice. We allow what has happened to us to be the big voice. And it drowns out the knowledge that we have on how to move past the big voice, how to move past what has hurt us. By using that divine intuition, by going within and evaluating and reevaluating, by connecting to your higher self, source, spirit, God, whatever the case may be, you find the answers that you're looking for within you on how to heal, how to let go. So here's the question. The first question: why is what happened to you in the past causing a ripple throughout your life from that moment on, right? Because there isn't anything that we can do to change what has happened. We can't change it. And we can go all day long, like me, analyzing it, overanalyzing it, trying to find what we could have done different or what we did wrong. But sometimes things happen for a reason, and these reasons, I feel, are to create this synergy of strength and courage in our lives, right? It happened. There's no turning it back. There's no turning it off. There's no changing it. There's no going to sleep and waking up in another world or land or place or space. It is that. And we can heal from it. The most important part being you healing, fuck the rest, you healing, you mending the broken heart of you mending that of what caused your broken heart, right? In my case, it was abandonment by my mother, right? When I was 13, they gave me, her and my father gave me to someone else. That someone else turned out to be a pedophile. I dealt with that from 13 to 19. At 19, I married my husband, and he turned out to be a little bit worse than the pedophile. So from 13, actually before 13, because my mom wasn't a woman who wanted children and she showed no love. From 13 to in my 30s. And then from my 30s, I recognized how to change the trajectory of my life. And I started surrounding myself with people who truly saw my value and who truly loved me. However, everything that happened from then on back kind of put me in a place and a space of not trusting. and not believing. And to this day, I am still very skeptical of compliments of people. I'm still very skeptical of the courtesy of people. I'm still very skeptical of what people do and why they do it. And that is, there are things that I have to, there are things that I have to heal within myself. And then we have the forgiveness card. And I think this forgiveness card talks about forgiving self, not necessarily forgiving the person who caused. And then I talked about connecting with your spirit guides, your angels, your team, and allowing them to help you through this time of healing and change. The forgiveness card coming up. That's a hoot. All right. So we have given to your passion. And here's what I want to say. I know that in this reading, there's a lot of chaotic energy. Now, what if you took that chaotic energy and changed it into what it is that you're passionate about? What a difference that would make, huh? We have the sun and the stars, the sun and the stars. Yeah, I love that we have the half moon and the sun and all the stars, and we're looking up into the heavens. And it's almost as if we are counting on both to help us kind of create this dream that we have. We're following our intuition, and we're depending on the universe. We're depending on spirit and source to kind of help us through this time and provide us with the knowledge. Be still and go within. Hidden realms open. So there may be some things that you'll be finding out in the month of, I don't know why I want to say July, but in the month of February, about yourself. Maybe it's how powerful you are. Maybe it's how strong you truly are. Maybe it's how the things from the past didn't necessarily hurt you as much as they hurt you. It's just that the energy that you're holding on to is what is creating the ripple in the force. And then we have a rare opportunity coming in. So Aquarius, this is quite lovely for you. I know that there's a lot of craziness here, but it's quite lovely. So we have the tree. So I think planting roots or maybe um, connecting. Here's what I want to say, what I want to talk about, and I don't talk about them a lot. Generational curses, right? Generational issues. My mother was the same as my grandmother. My grandmother was the same as my great grandmother, right? Um, I'm sure my grandmother didn't want to have kids and she had 11 and she left all of them. My mom, I'm assuming, didn't want to have kids because she had 3 and she left all 3 of us. So there's a generational pattern that happens here. And maybe that tree is talking about figuring out a way to break those generational branches or break those generational ties. We have the frog, which is about taking the leap. We have, what else do we have here? The dragon for protection. Oh, we have a ladybug. We're talking about love, baby. Love. Find some time to be playful. Be playful. And we have the turtle. Oh, that little turtle, though. Think about it. The big turtle lays eggs in the sand away from, like a distance away from the ocean. And when those little eggs are hatched, those little turtles have to dig their way out of the sand and make their way down to the water and survive all of that bullshit in order to live, in order to thrive. Look at how much you've survived. Look at how much you've made it through in order to be where you are, existing, thriving, creating, manifesting. We have the bee. February is going to be very busy for you, Aquarius. And we have the star. And the star is about dreams coming true. So you keep doing what you're doing. I think that you're being guided to change the perspective of your healing, right? It's not about forgiving them. It will never be about forgiving them. You can do that or not. They don't care. They've moved on with their lives, and I assure you that they don't give a shit about anything that they've done. So it's not about them. It's about you. It's about healing you. It's about you getting back to who you are and releasing all of that muckety muck that has kept you from standing tall or living your best life. It should never be a struggle. It should never be a constant daily struggle. What has happened to you in the past should never be a constant daily reminder of what they think about you. You should never be reminded of that. And how we're reminded of that is that we keep telling that story, right? We keep telling the story of what happened to us in our past. We keep telling the story of the abuse. We keep telling the story, and we're telling it. We're telling the story from the perspective as a victim, not as a survivor. Tell your story from the perspective as a survivor and see what happens, and see how life changes. What happened to you isn't who you are. It's a thing that happened. It's the physical abuse is a thing that happened in my case. The abandonment is a thing that happened. The the molestation was a thing that happened. The physical abuse was a thing that happened. The lack of love from my mother, my husband, and my father, um, that was something that happened. That is not me, Mary Elizabeth. I'm stronger than that. I'm more than that. And yeah, sometimes those things do kind of come in and find a way to kind of push me back. But here I sit today because I pushed back on it. I will not allow you to control me anymore. I will not allow you to devalue me anymore. I will not allow you to replay the old tapes of abuse or this or that or this or that and the third anymore. I will not. I will not. I will not. Every day is a step forward. Even if it's a baby step, it's still a step forward. Know that you are divinely guided and loved, Aquarius. Talk soon.